Hello, welcome to Tutors of Life podcast, where we research life so you don't have to. Episode 466.
I think so.
This is your host, Sean Tudor.
And this is Sam. And this is a talk episode where the tutors talk.
What's going on?
Getting ready for Florida.
Getting ready for Florida.
Mm-hmm. This week kind of got away from us a little bit. I had bowling on Monday, so it was just Sean trying to handle a child by himself.
Yeah.
Tuesday we had Whiskeria, which we'll talk about here in a minute. And then yesterday Sean went and got a massage.
Yeah.
So my mom came over for a little bit and hung out. So I was able to get 90% of Lily's stuff packed. Clothes packed, not stuff. And I picked out most of my outfits, but I'm going to go through and make sure I got some extra things. Yeah. I feel like knowing we're driving, I can pack way more, which is not good.
Correct. Correct.
Yep.
I agree. Have you ever tried, I've never tried this before, I'm thinking of trying it here.
Okay.
Taken in.
What are you doing?
I want to like copy this video. How do I copy this video? Do I share? What if I did?
Like, what are you trying to copy?
I'm trying to put it into ChatGPT. Say like break it down into points.
Oh yeah, I think you should be able to copy the URL.
Ooh, smart.
But you're not in.
I'm in an app.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I would go to share then. I bet you there's a link that'll pop up. I know ChatGPT is bad. I know it. But it's been really helpful. So I kind of think like I'm just going to use it as a tool to get the business where we need to get the business. And then like, that's it. But also it's weird. Because this is what I've wondered. Because when you Google search stuff, like the top portion says like AI's answer. So like everyone says like stop using AI because of these like data centers are really bad for the environment and whatnot. So my question is, every time you Google search something, does it still like use that AI? Like, are we still fucking the environment?
Keep going.
I was asking a question, but
no, like are we still fucking the environment by using AI?
By searching anything on Google, because Google automatically gives you the AI answer, or it says like AI summary.
Has to be.
So like there must be a way to turn that off on Google, right? Otherwise, like everyone will just have to stop searching and
Interesting. Everything. Probably.
Did you get your?
It's unable to read the video.
Oh, lame.
So it says,
you should be able to, like, copy or, like, put on the title, like, summarize this video created by the username, for me. And it should be able to give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how I made our whole, so I just finished reading, what was it called? It's organizational something by Chris Crouch. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. He writes it so well, especially for people that are just way too like ADD, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Because he gives you like 54 tips on how to be more organized. And if you're more organized, then you're more productive and all this stuff. So he gives you like 54 tips and he's just like, I'm not saying like, don't do all of these things, but these are just general tips and take what you think will be helpful. And so each tip is only like a page or 2 to 3 pages long. And it's a smaller book. So like it only would take me 15 minutes to read. Actually, not even 10 minutes to read 10 pages. Like it's very quick. And I love how he lays it out. It's wonderful. And so I asked ChatGPT, I said, can you create these forms for me based off of this book. And it did. It was able to summarize. It was able to make. That's how I got all the forms we have.
You're right. Yep.
So it was able to, like, know what the book is and produce forms that were based off of the book. It was so cool. So cool. And then off of those forms, I said, how do we, like, or I said, like, give me some, like, just plain, because they had me fill, or I would ask for follow-up forms. So we have sales, flip, and remodel follow-up forms. So those forms will help us track our progress through the project. And like that, those forms will go to whoever like is assigned the next task in the process. So then it's giving ownership to someone as well, because if it gets lost or like something doesn't get done, we can go back to those forms and be like, okay, what was the next step and who was the next owner? Oh, Shaun was supposed to do X, Y, and Z and he didn't. So then that's on Shaun, and he can be like, fuck, that's my bad.
Right.
And then fix it. So yeah, I like had to fill out these forms, and then I was like, make just generic task sheets to put in my day slots. And yeah, it made me like a whole system. It was really cool. It is really cool. So Brooke and I are testing out the system right now. We'll probably have Shaun you set up for it when we get back, and then maybe Kyle, depending on if he's in the office or not.
Yeah, you're talking for the filing cabinet style. Yeah,
but Kyle could also just have a slot on the Brooke store thing, and then we can just let him know when stuff is in there.
Yeah, and he could also have all the forms and stuff. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I think I was not a fan of AI. I think I am now. It works fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
Here's the deal, it works good. If you use it right, it works good. In my perfect world, we would get rid of AI and we would get rid of cell phones. And we would get rid of social media. We would keep the internet. I think the internet's very important for uncovering information that's been hid.
Yeah.
Or purposefully changed. So I think I'd keep the internet so we can research still, because I think researching's fun. But I would adjust some things. But that's not I don't get to say the perfect world. So we deal with what we deal with. And
I'm going to use it while we have it.
Right. So we used to make systems by hand. Like we would think of the thing, we would write out bullets, and then we would break down all the bullets, and then we'd put it in order and everything like that. We used to do that. We've done it multiple times. Dude, now ChatGPT does it for you in minutes. You hit it with some other prompts, it makes it even better. Hit it with some more prompts, it makes it even better. And so it's like, why would you not use it?
Right.
Why would you not use it?
100%.
Plain and simple.
It saves us hours of time.
Oh my God. So many. So yeah, we use it to our advantage because...
And I'm not saying, like, don't use it for stupid shit. Like, make me I don't know. Or, like, asking ChatGPT a question that you could just Google.
I don't know. It's kind of fun to do. You're still getting the Google answer. If you're still getting an AI answer if you Google it. ChatGPT just gives you their answer. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I just don't use it like, how do you spell onomatopoeia? Right? Like, don't use it for dumb shit, like dumb little shit that you should be able to know, or there's non-AI way.
How do you spell onomatopoeia?
It starts with an O. That's all I can tell you.
Nice.
Okay. Here's a better word. How do you spell separate?
How do you spell separate?
SEPARAATE.
Nice. Here's the deal. I see what you're saying, but like what you're saying goes into what you had said earlier. Like,
but you can just type out separate in a text message, and it'll tell you if it's spelled wrong or not.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, don't use it for stupid shit because it is bad for the environment.
Oh, yeah, you're not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So is a lot of stuff. But I don't know. I mean, they looked at it, and AI is worse for the environment than like every vehicle in the world.
Yeah, I think it's like producing more greenhouse gases in 1 year than like cars have in like 100, isn't it? It's something ridiculous.
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT.
Are you gonna say, how bad are you for the environment?
Mm-hmm.
I fucking love it. I will say it is, because there are times where it's hard to find the real answers for things. So like today I asked start charging for ESAs because I knew there was like new laws that were getting passed. Well, ChatGPT told me that Governor Evers vetoed it, so... And it wasn't you could charge for ESAs, it was that there were stricter guidelines to have an ESA. Because before, you still can. Just go onto a website and get a certificate, and then you don't have to pay for pet rent. But they were making it where you had to have a provider write you a note, or like pretty much like a script that you could that you needed an ESA, and you had to be with that provider for more than 30 days. And why Evers vetoed it, I don't fucking know, because he's an idiot. And he keeps vetoing everything right now. What did it say?
Hold on.
Yeah, well, you searched one thing, and now you're searching another thing.
That's because this is interesting.
Okay.
Why'd you give me the fucking...
I shouldn't have given you the tablet.
Well, it's not giving me like...
An actual answer?
Yeah, so global AI energy use equals 1 unit, then all data centers equal 30 to 40 units, while all automobiles in the world equal 250 to 300 units.
That's not right.
That's what it's saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm literally searching. I said, how bad are you? And it's like, well, I'm not clean, but I'm not bad. You know, it says that average energy use for fuel/electricity for 1.4 billion vehicles is 75 to 90 exjoules per year, EJ, where data centers is 8 to 12 EJ per year. It uses 1 to 2% of global electricity.
That's just... all the other shit I've read is way different than that. Water, it's really bad. It uses a shit ton of water. I know that.
Yes, AI uses energy, water, and hardware. No, it's not one of the major environmental villains. Per unit of value, it's often more efficient than the alternatives, is what it says. So, yeah, I mean...
Interesting.
I don't know. It's probably fucking lying. It says car uses 250 times more energy than AI.
But is that all cars? Like in the world, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Ask it if it can lie. I'm very curious. Have you seen those videos that where like people ask like if you had a child nowadays, like what would you do? Like how would you raise that child or whatever? Have you seen those?
So can you lie? Short answer. I can say things that are false, but I'm not supposed to intentionally deceive you. Can I intentionally lie? No. I'm designed not to deliberately mislead, manipulate, or knowingly give false information. Can I be wrong? Yes, and this is important. I can give incorrect information because of outdated knowledge, ambiguous questions, missing context, estimation errors, misinterpretation of sources, overconfidence in uncertain areas. That's not lying, it's an error, not intent. Can I generate a lie if asked? If you ask something like, give me an example of a lie, write a fictional character who lies, make up a fake story, yes, because that's clearly labeled as fiction or for example. But if you ask, tell me something false and pretend it's true, I'll refuse or redirect.
You know what that sounds like?
A liar.
A Satanist.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Yeah, for sure.
Dang, dude. Because that's one thing Andy talks about is like Satanists can't lie to you. They have to tell you what they're doing.
Say the same thing in Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill.
Yeah. So they have to tell you what you're doing, but they can deceive you.
Right. I love it, dude. So anyways, we use AI as a tool.
Yeah.
And that's that.
Basically.
It is what it is. So we're getting ready for Florida. Gonna go pack up in a little bit to start packing. My dad asked me today, he's like, "Hey, you all packed up, ready to leave?" I just laughed. I said, "Absolutely not."
Did you say we got one bag packed?
We're nowhere near where we should be. So,
we're gonna stop in just outside Nashville to visit my friend Brandon, who's been on the podcast before. I think somewhere in the hundreds.
Holy shit, dude!
In the basement of Robin Road.
Dang. I forgot. It's a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
It's kind of cool.
I bet you.
I think we talked about some Pokemon, talked about some investing, talked about guitars.
Yep. Because that was still when he was with Gruen, or just after?
I think he was in a transition. It might have been right after.
I think he was in the transition, yeah.
Damn. Need a burrito. Let's see here.
And he told us about what's it called? Nashville. He talked about Nashville.
Oh yeah.
He grew up with me here, and we went to school together, and then now he's in Nashville.
What was I saying?
Packing. You're dad.
Damn it. I had something.
Want to talk about Wisco?
Wisco Ria seemed all right. It's a new layout. It's now free to attend the events, and then they do a growth. What's it called? Like a growth membership.
Yeah.
And that is the paid portion of Wisco Ria now. And so, sorry. Yeah, the growth membership is $497 a year if you sign up in January for that, or if you had a membership prior, it's $197 for the rest of the year, for the whole year. And it's essentially different like tools, calculators, stuff like that, education, other conferences. So you're able to go to like a Life and Air conference, and another conference, different I think quarterly calls with Chris, monthly online calls. So like there's a lot of stuff that goes with the membership. I think it seems pretty cool. If you, like Ryan and I said, if you guys aren't doing other education in other places, you should consider doing that. Education is important, and paid education's typically better. And the reason I say that is you are what's the word I'm looking for? You're incentivized to do said education and learning because you're paying for it. I mean, that's really why fucking people go to college, I think. I mean, you could learn anything you're going to learn in college on the internet. Like, it's possible to learn whatever you're going to learn in college on the internet. At least when it comes to like the actual source content. Now maybe you'll have some conversations with some people or your professor or something that you wouldn't have gotten from the internet. But as far as source content, you can get it on the internet. Well, why are we required to go to college? Or, why do people go to college? Well, one, people think a degree means something, which actually a lot less people think degrees mean something nowadays. And I've actually seen a lot of business people who say they actually won't hire people with degrees. I shouldn't say a lot. I've seen a few like higher up business guys who said they will not hire people with degrees, or certain types of degrees, but that doesn't matter. What I'm getting at is like, you could get the source content online, but you go to a school, the school charges you money, and so you're there to do it. I would love to know how many people, without spending that money, would be willing to go online and do source work for being a biologist. You know what I'm saying? How many folks would be like, because you could go on ChatGPT and you could say, hey, put together a Bio 101 curriculum based on all of the UW colleges and put together a 12-week school for me.
Yeah.
And you could do that. But how many people are going to do that without having paid for it? They'll get a week or 2 in or 3 weeks in and be like, nah, fuck this. It means nothing.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you were able to go into an interview and be like, yeah, you know, I didn't want to pay for college and I think college is a waste of time. I didn't want to get indoctrinated into their beliefs. So,
and I figured you'd have on-job training.
Yeah. And so here's what I spent the last 2.5 years of learning, because I was able to compress the 4 years of college into 2.5 years. And here's the source content I learned. They'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be really cool. Who's doing that?
Not many.
I'm willing to bet there's not a single person that's done that yet.
Probably not.
So it's just shit like that. So back to the education point. I love education. I love learning. I'm always listening to shit. But let me tell you what. When I'm in a coaching group, I tend to pay attention more. I tend to take more notes. I tend to implement more things. I still implement a lot of things that I learn and I read that's free, no doubt. And we talk about a lot of it here. But when I'm paying for something, you best believe I'm making it to the calls. You best believe I'm taking notes. Like when I'm on a call that I'm paying for, I'm taking notes. When I'm listening to Andy Frisella Q&A, I'm not taking notes, you know? And so I think that's kind of the difference. And even like when I read my book, I'll highlight and maybe I'll go through and pick out a couple highlighted things, but I'm not sitting down reading, taking notes.
I used to. I haven't in a long time.
Right.
Because I have like a specific notebook for like notes from books.
Right. So, but if you're on the call, on a mastermind call, I bet you're taking notes. So it's just kind of that concept of like, if you're paying for it, you're more likely to use it, more likely to implement it, more likely to take notes on it, etc. And that's one thing too that I wonder with like the current Wisco-RIA thing, you know, 2 nights ago at the event, there was like 3 people out of 40 that had notebooks and pen and paper. And I'm like, you came to the event, you know, we're talking about vision. I asked the room, 5 people had done vision work out of 40 in the room. And I'm sitting here, you know, Ryan and I giving the presentation on this, and I'm just like...
And nobody was like... I've seen, too, like, people will take pictures of the slides instead of, like,
they weren't even
notes.
doing that.
No. And Shaun even, like, said, he's just like, anybody want to take a picture of this? And nobody did. And I was like, are you serious?
It just blows my mind, dude. It's just like... I guess the difference is this, like... I take notes to go back, review, to implement. And it might be a while before I implement, or I might not even review some of it for a couple years or whatever, but I have it there, and then I look back on them and then look how it could implement or whatever in my life. These people don't even do that. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, you're here, you're getting free knowledge for something you've never fucking done, and you don't care about taking a note. Whatever.
Insane.
So yeah, that's where I think that, you know, maybe paying for it makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
real quick, we should go back and look at some of our older episodes.
Why is that?
So Brandon was on episode 111.
Okay.
By the way. So scrolling through, like, looking at some of these, I'm like, oh, we should, like, listen to that and see, like, what we said. So, like, there's when you started CCV.
Oh, yeah.
Your one-on-one call with Rob.
Oh, yeah. Very cool.
Gain the skills before getting the tools. There's just some, like, cool things on here. And then, like, we always did, like, a a vision one at the beginning of the years.
Oh, man.
So it'd be really interesting to listen to like 2022s, 2023s. I don't know if we did one at the beginning of 24 and 25.
Damn, bro. We slacking.
Another one that I saw that made me chuckle. Meatheads versus Gym Bros.
Yeah, bro. I fucking remember that podcast.
I do too. I didn't realize how early on that podcast was. It's like 180 something.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Like, it just goes to show how fast time goes by, dude.
Oh, dude.
Oh, F-Boys versus Meatheads and the Hormone Pandemic, episode 173, if you're curious.
Damn, bro.
We recorded it March 6th of 23.
I'm telling you what, dude. Neato taquito. Yeah, it'd be fun to go back and listen to some of those. The crazy thing is, dude, is like, you know, there's probably a lot of good content when you go back and listen to our stuff. A lot of BS too, which is fun. But like, I know the same thing is true for Andy's podcast. Like, there's a ton of good info, and I used to listen to like MFCEO Project and stuff. I don't much anymore. Mm-hmm. But it's crazy that all we care about is current. You know, like all we care about is current. Mm-hmm. When it's like, when you read a book, you're reading a book from the past, right? Or you're reading like a lot of books you're reading are not current books, and you read it and whatever. But for some reason, videos and podcasts and online education, we don't seem to do the same thing with.
Isn't that interesting?
I think it's interesting.
It's also cool too because like 2023 was a very interesting year for us. I realized. So at the beginning of the year, we talked about doing our own like 75 hard.
Oh, interesting.
Do you remember that?
I think what we discussed was doing our own like critical task list of things we need to get better at.
Right. So because we were just like, we both work out, we don't need to do 2 workouts, we both do this, we don't need to do that. So like we did an episode on our 2023 priorities. So
sure.
I would love to re-listen to this to see what they were.
Probably the same fucking thing they are now.
Yep. And we tried that at the beginning of the year and we didn't stick to it.
Shocker.
And then April 1st, we did 75 hard.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Oh, neat. Huh.
So yeah, there's like some episodes about like mental toughness. We did one on being sober and financial literacy.
Sure.
So yeah, it's I don't know if you guys are curious. I'd highly recommend scrolling through some of our older episodes and listening to them.
Could be fun. Could learn a few things.
7 capital virtues.
Remember that episode? I remember that verse. I remember that.
Death feels like it was a year ago.
When was it?
May 29th of 23.
That's crazy.
Dang, dude.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was. Episode 197, if you're all curious. Wow.
Huh. Neat.
So yeah, it is interesting that we do go back and look at books that are older, but podcasts you don't.
Right.
Huh. Do you think it's because it's easier? Because like we just have a bookshelf of books. Mm-hmm. And like, to me, like their publication date doesn't matter.
Right.
Because all those books are just in front of me. Right. They're all right there. Podcasts, you have to physically scroll.
That's probably why.
To get to it.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Mm. Convenience is. Right. We did do one with the Greys, so we should do another one with the Greys.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Now that we got a 4-seater in here.
4-seater studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got to get a schedule set up, get on track and shit, and get rolling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you talk about vision at all, or not really? Maybe we'll do vision. Maybe we should do vision podcast for Monday.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be in Florida.
We will be in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be in Florida. We will be in Florida.
Florida.
So true. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
I'm very excited.
Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
Me too.
Shaun was trying to tell me that we would only be there. He's like, we're gonna get to like day 10, and we're gonna be like, I'm ready to go home.
We don't know that we won't.
I don't think we will, because usually we're ready to go home because we miss Buns.
Sure.
Buns will be with us.
I got a feeling I'm going to miss the business.
I think we're going to do more business than you think.
We'll probably do some.
Yeah.
I might like it so much I might never come back. I don't know.
That would make me happy.
Really? It'd make you happy?
The weather.
Fucking June when it's 110 degrees and 98 humidity and we're fucking dying?
No.
You'd be happy then?
No.
Okay. Can't fucking walk outside without having swamp ass, even if you're in shorts and a tank?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
That was rough.
Yeah. It's disgusting.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I think we'll be happy being there.
I think so too. What else you got?
We're gonna try and cut back on our caffeine while we're there. Wisconsin, if all of our non-Wisconsinites, we get like 8-9 hours of sunlight.
Sam says we're gonna do this, and I haven't really bought in completely yet.
I think it'll be so much easier to do it down there because there'll be more sunlight in a day.
I know, but do you know how good coffee is?
Then switch to decaf, dog.
Is decaf as good as regular?
Like the taste?
Yeah.
I can't taste a difference.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Okay, cool. You want to keep going or you want to go get some packing done?
Let's go get some packing done.
All right, guys. Sorry, it's kind of a slow one, kind of whatever. We need to go pack.
Mm-hmm. We'll talk about vision for Monday.
I thought we were going to talk about 2-income household.
Oh, yeah. Okay. 2-income household following Monday vision.
I'm in for that.
Done deal.
Gang. Peace.
See ya.